Hello and welcome back. I'm Joseph Hoffman. Today we're learning how to play Canoe Song hands together. Let's take a look at the score to get started. All right, let's check out the bass staff part for Canoe Song, which our left hand will be handling. Take a look and tell me what you notice. You probably noticed there's this same two-note chord that just keeps repeating on quarter notes, ta, 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 through the whole piece. So the left hand's gonna be super easy, right? Let's check out the notes we're playing. Can you tell me the letter name for this top note of this two-note chord? If you said G, you're correct. That's one of our guide notes, ground G. And what about this note here? If you said low C, you're correct. Another one of our new guide notes. Remember, we've got middle C, we've got bass C, and now we also know low C, two ledger lines below the bass staff gives us low C. And what interval do these two notes form? It's a fifth, low C to ground G. Let's try this out on the piano. Okay, this time through, you're just in charge of the left hand. If this is middle C, you've got to come down one octave to bass C, then one more C to make it to low C with ground G. So position your left hand and you're going to be the steady beat, ta, 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 about this fast. And I'll take care of the right hand, you take care of the left hand. I'll play along with you on the left hand too. Ready? Go. Ta, 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 ta. Repeat. Ta, 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 ta. Good job. Now, let's use the score to figure out how the hands are working together. Remember, we have the counts, 1 and 2 and, to show us the rhythm of the right hand, but we need to see how the left hand is interacting with the rhythm and the beat as well. What happens on beat 1? You can see that both hands are playing together. The right hand has a note and the left hand has a note. So I'll write a T for together. And then what happens on the end of beat 1? Does the right hand play? Yes. Does the left hand play? No. On the end of beat 1, the left hand is still holding this quarter note. So on the and of beat 1, I'm going to write an R for right hand. Then what happens on beat 2? Does the right hand play? No, because it's still holding this quarter note. Does the left hand play? Yes. So here on beat 2, the left hand's going to play, so I'll mark an L. And then what about the and of beat 2? Who's playing? The right hand is playing, but the left hand is still holding this quarter note. And so we need another R for right. So put this all together and we get together, right, left, right. And that's like the code for the rhythm of this measure. We have together on beat 1, then right on the and of beat 1, then left on beat 2, then right again on the and of 2. Together, right, left, right. Will you try saying that with me and tap your hands in that pattern? Get your two hands ready, go. Together, right, left, right. One more time. Ready, go. Together, right, left, right. Now what happens here in measure 2? What happens on 1? We have a together. Then what happens on the and of 1? Looks like we have a right. And then we have another together on beat 2. And then for the and of 2, that together is just holding. So I'm going to draw a line to show that we hold that. So let's try measure 2. Together, right, together. Now try it with me. Ready, go. Together, right, together. Now, if you like, you can pause the video and figure this out for the rest of the piece. Write in T for together, R for right, L for left. And this way, as you're playing it hands together, it will be a lot easier to figure out how those rhythms are working. Here are all the together, rights, and left written in, so you can check what you have in your music. Now, let's try to play it on the piano, hands together. All right, for this first measure, our right hand plays 1 and 2 and, while the left hand plays 1 and 2 and. Now together we get together, right, left, right. I recommend going super slow motion at first. Together, right, left, right. Maybe 10, maybe 20 times until it starts to feel comfortable. So press pause and work through together, right, left, right, until it feels comfortable, then press play when you're ready to go on. Now, let's try adding a little bit more to the first measure. We have together, right, left, right, then together, right, together. Listen to that one more time. Together, right, left, right, together, right, together. Now, press pause and try that much on your own. Be patient with yourself. This may take dozens of tries until you feel confident, but trust me that once it clicks, it's going to really click. Press play when you're ready to go on. Now let's look at the next two measures. We have flashing, and this is the moment where our right hand finger 1 is coming under to F. Flashing like silver. Watch that one more time. Now press pause and work on those two measures on your own until you feel confident, then press play when you're ready to go on. Now let's tackle the next two measures. Our right hand finger 2 is starting on G. We have follow the wild goose flight. Watch that one more time. Our right hand finger 2 is on G, left hand's playing the chords. Follow the wild goose flight. Now your turn. Press pause and work on that section. Press play when you're ready to go on. Now let's try the last two measures. We have dip, dip, and swing. Now your turn. Now, press pause and try putting the whole thing together, hands together. Play it several times, many, many times until you feel confident. Then press play when you're ready to try it with me. Okay, let's give this a shot. We're going to try all of it hands together. We'll go slowly this first time. I'll count just 2 beats and then away we go. 1, 2. Great job. Now, if you like, you can try it at this faster tempo, or if you'd rather just listen, that's fine. But this is what you're shooting for. We're going to go about this fast. My paddle's keen and bright. I'll count 2 beats and then we start. 1, 2. Now, for an extra super challenge, once you have that mastered, I invite you to try transposing it. You can do the D minor pentatonic scale, which is built on D, F, G, and A, and for the note below, we go to a C. You could also try the E minor pentatonic scale, G or A. Have some fun trying to transpose it to different positions. Nice work learning Canoe Song hands together. I'm very proud of all the hard work you've done to make it this far in our lessons together. Thank you so much for being my piano student, for watching and learning with me. Happy practicing, and see you next time. Croak, 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 croak. Dip, dip and swing, oh, 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 dip, dip and swing.